Hello everybody, it is the 30th of December, but by the time you're watching this, it's probably going to be 2026, so Happy New Year. I have to say that. I saw this in the inspiration tab of YouTube creator, and I decided it would be fun to try it out. It also tests the skills of AI because we're creating an AI parkour. We're gonna ask ChatGPT how to create an AI not an AI parkour, just a regular parkour map in Minecraft, and then we're gonna try to beat it. Yeah, I'm cooked. Anyway, so let's start off with. I'm just gonna say, can you guide me on how to build a parkour map in Minecraft? Oh, that's good. So ChatGPT gave me a full-on guide. He literally did what I said, so I'm just gonna say, stay. You decide the theme and everything. Just tell me the steps. Floating ruins in the sky. Okay, step 1, turn cheats on, set a slash game rule, keep inventory true, edit player time, set day, okay. Reset the keep inventory, oh god. Keep inventory true, fly up to, what is it, Y? Shoot. Fly up to Y120. Okay, so I'm at Y120. And then what he wanted me to do was make a 7x7 stone platform. So, slash set block. Where's it? Tilde, -1, tilde, Minecraft stone. This is on exactly 120. So now we're good. Now I'm just gonna take some stone and build a 7x7 platform. So okay, we've did this 7x7 platform. Cracked. Oh yeah. Make a 7x7 stone brick platform. So cracked stone bricks, mossy stone bricks. I'm just gonna put stone bricks, cracked stone bricks, mossy stone bricks, and I'm just gonna put these scattered and then scatter them around, I guess. Put a sign that says floating ruins parkour start. There's a ruin portal there, so I'm putting it in this direction because that makes the most sense. Okay, floating ruins parkour. Forgot. Parkour. Start. So now what do? I place a pressure plate and run. And then run slash spawn point at P. I'm guessing he told me to get a command block. So I'm getting a command block. For looks, I'm going to put a stone block under here. Command block slash spawn point at P. So, and then there's this one, and then, yep, it works. So now what's next? So, oh god. First, easy jumps, warm up. Place 5 platforms, each size 3x3 distance, 2 to 3 blocks apart. Stone bricks only, keep them all the same height. Make the path very obvious. Okay, that's actually kind of good. Stone bricks. Where are the stone bricks? Here. 3x3 platforms, 5 of them. I'm gonna make the first one 2 blocks. I'm making the second one 2 blocks. And then I'll make the third one 2 blocks. And then I'll make the fourth one, the rest 3 blocks. 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 3. 4, so that's 3 blocks. Okay, it's 5. So I've made the 5 pillars. This is really easy. Yep. But it's gonna get harder from here. So next is add vertical movement. Create a tower platform 4 blocks higher. What the frick is... Well, I don't get the... Okay. Add a ladder climb on one section. After the tower, place a checkpoint. So create a tower platform. I'm guessing like... Oh god. So I have to guess because that's the point of this. Guessing a tower platform is like this. That's 4 blocks high. This is 4 blocks high. A stair jump, a slab jump. Okay, a stair jump. It's like obviously. You have to like... I'm gonna put a stair jump that's like further because 1 block is like really easy. Okay, and boom. Okay, so now this is actually like a bit harder but still really easy. And then we have a slab jump. Obviously using smooth stone slabs. And then ChatGPT said a ladder, which I guess makes sense. That's possible, right? No, that's not possible. This is though. And then afterwards, make a checkpoint. So I'll make the platform bigger. And I'll add a cracked stone brick. A command block. Spawn point. At S. No, at P. And then add a pressure plate on top. So there we go. That is 2 of the steps done. Wait, there's a swagger out here. I just realized. Wait. Yeah, that's possible. That's gonna be really fun. And then, yep, we have the spawn point. And then for the third one, and then there's a, okay. So there's a step 3. Never mind, it's step 5. So Place walls, fences, and jump blocks. Distance 1 to 2 blocks only. Had one safe platform after every 3 jumps. Keeps jumps fair, no blind leaps. Okay, so that's actually a nice touch. So make the platform bigger, and then he said to add walls and fences. That's actually wall. It's actually a good touch. Make them only 1 to 2 blocks far. 1, and then he did say to add a platform after every 3 jumps and to keep everything fair. So I think like this is actually getting hard. Like one. Oh, okay, it's gonna be hard. Yo, okay, so 1, 2. This is a bit bigger, so I'll make it 2 blocks. So like 1, 2. Oh, that's actually hard. Okay, wait. We might be cooked here, and then 1. So 1, 2, 3, and then we do like a 1 block jump into a checkpoint. I mean, not a checkpoint, a safe platform. Did he mention any size? No, so I'm just gonna make it 3 by 3. This is actually coming along really nicely. But it is getting late, as you can see, and I still need to eat dinner, so I'll catch up with you tomorrow, so bye. Okay, so it is December 31st, so Happy New Year's Eve, or actually Happy New Year, because by the time you're watching this is probably 2026, but at the time I'm recording this, it is New Year's Eve, as you can see, so... But we do have a parkour map to continue building, so let's get on to that. So where we left off was we did the jumps, these fence jumps. So I'm gonna do one more of like the exact same thing, and then I'll move on to the next step. So I'm just gonna build like this, and then 1, 2, break the 1. And then like that. So I'm just gonna put stone bricks here because I realize like everything else is made out of stone bricks, so it doesn't make sense for this to be made only out of stones. Stone. Okay, we did it. Now we should build our 3 by 3 safe platform. Alright, next up is the... Oh god, wait. My bad. So next up is the final challenge section. Now, I did skip this, but that's because I already built it. Now, I did think about putting the footage in, but I did consider that it was incredibly long and boring as I was trying to solve a problem that I found. And it was also really laggy because like my Mac, my parents' Mac was about to die. So I'm just going to summarize what I did. I added this like ice block section into a ladder block jump, which is the first part. So I did do these two. Hey, my bad. So we did do the add ice blocks leading into a long jump, follow with slime block, jump, landing platform below. So I did do number 6. Wait, my bad. I said I did this one. I actually did this one. So we did do the ice blocks leading into a long jump, follow with slime block launch. I mean, it's not a slime block launch, but it is a slime block jump. And I guess that's good enough. I mean, yes, that is good enough. And then now we do need to build a water section. So before we do that, I'm going to tower up into the air, build a ladder block, so like using ladders, because that is like too low for us. So I'm gonna go back to Y20. We're perfectly on Y20. What a coincidence. So ladder, I should have it. No, I don't. Ladder. This isn't something that ChatGPT said for me to do, but it is something that like makes it more like if you die, you die, rather than if you die, you survive. Which if you like fall, you survive. If you fall, you die. That's the whole point of a parkour map. So now we have to put water. And also, the reason why there's barrier blocks in my inventory is it prevents you from falling into the water. Yeah, I used the command /fill command, and now all of this is blocked, so if you fall, you'll die. Quite cool, huh? So now we have to do the water. Now I'll do water because slime block is already like, we already did do the slime block. So we have to make it like enough so you die. How about this? So we are at we are at Y97, so 120 minus 97 is 23, so actually you could go one higher. We could go one higher, and now you die if you missed it, so now I was thinking, yeah, like to make it, the water, the part of the, like the same Y level as that platform, so I guess we're doing it. So I'll build it right here. Okay, so now we do have to build our water section, so I'm gonna make it, for the difficulty, I'm making it 2 by 1. I'll make it 1 by 1, I'm joking, I'll make it 2 by 1. Fill it with water. Shoot. Okay, now if you jump, if you miss it, you die. I mean, after all of that, stops flowing, which it should. Please stop flowing, please. Ah, okay. Why is all that taking so long to stop flowing, dude? I want my parkour map to like actually like function properly. So now, if you miss it, you die. But if you survive, yeah, very easily doable. So I'm gonna make it 1 by 2. That's like the most like practical thing to do. So now 1 by 2. It should be like harder, like hard, as in like this, like standard. So now it's still doable, but it's like now like a little bit harder. So now we are on to the final section. Section is like really hard. Or not really hard. This is the final section stage of this So 71 all the way to 97. So 70. Okay. Okay, so now this is like the perfect height. So now what we need to do is the final stage. Wait, one more thing. ChatGPT did say to mark it clearly, so we're marking it clearly using lanterns. This is not good. Please, make my life easier for one. Okay, I did realize that we do need to, like, mark it, and we can't mark it because if we mark it, then you can just land on the lanterns and survive, so I would say it's pretty well marked, considering it's, like, right here. To mark it, I'm going to put redstone lamps. And then I'm going to power them with, obviously, redstone. Okay, so we power it. So now it's very clearly marked. So like if you're like over here, you can see, oh, I'm supposed to land there. Okay, so now the final section. Combine slabs, stairs, and fence jumps. Slight zigzag path. No jumps longer than 4 blocks. Place the last checkpoint before the final jump. This is the last parkour step. So we do need... What did it say? Oh god, no. Stop. So it did say... slab, stairs, and fence jumps. So... and a slight zigzag path. So we already have all those slabs, stairs, fence blocks with a slight zigzag path. So I'm gonna put like one like right here. So like it's gonna be hard since it's the final stage. So I'm gonna build it like this. Shoot. Redstone. Do this. Oh no, that's gonna be a hard challenge. Like, the first part's easy, but then you go and then you realize you're cooked. Or you could just... yeah, I don't know what I was about to say. So that is... so no jumps longer than 4 blocks. So that is 3 blocks. And this is... I'm gonna make everything 3 blocks. So that's also 3 blocks. It's doable. So now we need a fence jump. I'm gonna make it 2 blocks actually. I am not doing a fence jump that's 3 blocks long. Plus it's a little bit vertical too, so yeah. So, and then now we do a 3 block jump stair, like upward. Okay, wire fence is like so hard to stand on. Okay, nice. Now we'll do a stair jump. It's not a stair jump, I get it, so... frick, okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. I'm supposed to land on the lower platform, so now... it looks impossible. Is it, though? That's a pretty good question. Considering that, like, you're on a lower half block, like... yeah, that becomes impossible. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 1. Okay, so now, and then I'll add a ladder here so that it's actually possible, because this jump without a ladder is not possible. So if we do it here, it's like barely not possible, so we can actually remove this block. And now it's an incline, but it's possible. At what cost though? So we build this section, and then now let's have 3 more jumps before the final jump. So I'm going to build another fence jump. Yeah, my bad. So now, oh, okay, that's actually like hard, considering that you're like not on a slab. Considering the last checkpoint's all the way over there is kind of scary. Considering that the last checkpoint is all the way over there, I'm going to make it easier. Putting a slab here and then a slab with incline. Frick. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. Okay. So now we have a slab with incline. And then now that we have a slab with incline, we can do the fence jump. Okay, it's possible. And then now we'll do a jump, 1 block jump into a checkpoint area, which we should use actually stone bricks for that. And then I feel like the last jumps should be hard, because like it's the last jump and we're putting a checkpoint here. So spawn point at P. So now if we do it, it's gonna be a 3 block fence jump. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yes, that is kind of nice. So is it possible? Oh, that's gonna be hard. Wait. It's possible. There's no... Okay, so now we can finally build the ending area. So now there's still more steps, but like the actual parkour bit is done. Okay. Now, step 9, finish platform. So, build a large ruined temple inside gold blocks, chest, reward items, add fireworks using dispensers. Place a sign, you've escaped the floating ruins. That's actually really nice. Okay, so now we can go make the symmetrical first. Oh, so how are we supposed to build a floating temple? So I'm thinking of a desert temple. Wait. Thinking of a desert temple, and then we can just... No, I'm not gonna build a desert temple. It's gonna build a temple, like an actual temple, so I'm gonna do this. And then now we have So now we can just build the walls. And I'm gonna add a little crack to it, like a cracked stone brick. Cracked stone brick. That's what I mean, like, yeah. I like the theme ChatGPT gave me because, like, it's actually a nice theme. Trust me, like a good theme. It's like you're in a floating ruins. I'm going to add like stairs here, but like one of them is gonna be missing, and so like it really gives this effect. The effect that it's like actually a ruin. So now let's finish this. I'm gonna be back with you when we finish this. Nice. So then we can just replace it with stone bricks. I mean the cracked stone bricks. Cracked stone bricks. I'm gonna make the whole floor cracked. Okay, nice. Not the whole floor, but just a floor. And then now, let's add a roof. So this roof, stone. Okay, so I'm gonna put stone. So is there any cracked stone slab? There's mossy stone slab. That's gonna be good. Is there any cracked stone slab? Cracked. Nope, there is no cracked stone slab. So I'm just gonna put mossy stone slab and regular stone slab, and not regular stone brick slab. So now let's get building. Okay, now what's next? So I'm gonna add like openings for like light, and like to make it the effect that's like actually ruined. And then I'll put some gold. It's like gold chest reward items. I'm not gonna put chests because, again, some insanely smart people, I mean, not again, but like some insanely smart people are gonna use it to like find a way to get down, like, yeah. So at fireworks, I'm not gonna put that. I am gonna put the gold blocks though. So gold blocks. I'm gonna put like, oh shoot, times that day. Oh, it's raining. Oh, that's why it's like that clear. Yeah. Gonna put it cracked. And then now I build some gold. Put some gold. And then put a sign that says you escaped the floating ruins. The floating ruins. There we go. So now, oh god. So now we're done with like the base part. It's just that we have a lot more to do. So we only have to have a wait, you only have to do step 10 now because this is already true. This is true by default, by the way, unless you change it during world creation. Game mode adventure at P, clear at P, difficulty normal. So I'll do that after I finish step 10. But I want to do one more thing. It's like not part of, it's just like, it's gonna make things easier. Slash game rule, command block output, false. So now if you do it, now if you, so now if you do it, then, so like there, it won't show in chat, but it still executes the command, so that's good. And I want to do this because over here, I'm gonna do something. Wait, over here, I'm going to put a command block, 2 command blocks. They're all gonna be on repeat, unconditional, always active. It's gonna be weather clear. Yeah, it's setting the weather to clear. And now it's gonna put time set day. Why is it so like creepy, dude? Time set day, change repeat, conditional, always active. Done. Okay, now there's one more step. One more step is to do the atmosphere. Apparently, so apparently what ChatGPT wants me to do is decorate, basically like give more of a vibe. I'll show you right here. Add floating rocks below platforms, chains hanging off ruins, vines and moss. No, I'm not gonna do this one. I am gonna do this one. I'm not gonna do the vines except at the end. I will do the moss though. And then now lanterns and glow lichen. And then I'm not doing this because I don't get it at clouds build above them. So let's get to it. So we do need glow lichen. And we do need, what is it? Moss and chains. So I'll get those and we'll get to it. So they changed the name from chain to iron chain. That's crazy. So And alright, I am done with the decorating, and I'd say I did a pretty good job. So let me just place the last few chains. And then like one right here. And then that is the floating ruins parkour complete. I will, after I post the video, I will attempt to complete this. I think it's going to be a really hard challenge, especially the last part. And everything after this checkpoint, because like there's no checkpoints for like a while. So I'm going to continue on editing. Make sure to like, subscribe. We'll see you next time. Have a good day. So till then, goodbye.